Hello children, how are you? Now again we are here to see some more questions of our NCERT exercise chapter work and energy. In our last module we have seen some questions of NCERT exercise. Today again we are here to learn some more, that is, open your NCERT textbook and see the question number 8, that is, you can say the page number 158, question number 8 at 158. Read that question carefully and then I am going to explain what is the answer of it. Here we can see the question number 8 is, does the transfer of energy takes place when you push a huge rock? Suppose here is a huge rock and you are pushed. You are applying a force here with all your might and fail to move it. Where this energy you spend going? When you are pushing the rock does not move at all. But you are doing, you are pushing. So what I can say here? I can say here, dear children, when we push a huge rock and fail to move it, the energy spent in doing is absorbed by the rock. Energy spent in doing, energy is spent in doing is absorbed by rock. Here we can see it is absorbed by the rock. This energy converted into potential energy. This energy converted into potential energy. This energy converted into, here when we are pushing the rock, into potential energy of configuration of the rock, configuration of the rock. Okay, which results in its deformation. Which results in its deformation. But what we observe? That this deformation is not visible on account of huge size of the rock. Due to the huge size of the rock, we cannot observe the deformation of rock. Is that clear? Yes, sir. Write down. This is here. You can write the answer of it. Now, see the next question. Question number 9. Here we can see what is that? Question number 9. Question number 9. Here, a certain household has consumed 250 units of energy. 250 units of energy. Here, 250 units of energy during a month. How much energy is this in joule? I have to calculate this small numerical in joule. I am consuming only 250 units of energy. Then what I have to do? Energy consumed, that is given here 250 units. Now we have learned, dear children, that is 250 kilowatt hour. 250 kilowatt hour. I can write 250 into, in 1 kilowatt, how many watt? In 1 kilo, how many? 1000. Then I can write here 1000. So that is 250 into 1000 watt hour. Kilo means 1000 here. So I can write here watt hour. Now, then I can say that is 250 into 1000 watt into hours. 250 into 1000 into in an hour. In an hour 60 minutes. And in a minute 60 seconds. So in an hour 60 into 60 seconds. 60 into 60 seconds. So watt second आ गया. Then calculate it. That you can calculate it. 1 watt is equal to 1 joule per second. I can say 1 watt is equal to 1 joule divided by 1 second. So see that 250 into 1000 into 3600. 250 into 1000 into 3600. Watt into second. Here I can say watt into second, that is in joule. Yes. So now calculate it. Calculation part is yours. Multiply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 25 into 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 into 10 raised to power 6. Here. Now in rough work you can multiply it. 250 by 36. 36 into 250. That is 75 and 50, 900. So I can write here 900 into 10 raised to power 6. Here. So 900 megajoule. Answer I can say of this question number 9. That is 9 into 10 raised to power 8. Either, I have to write only in joule. So this is the answer here. Write down 9 into 10 raised to power 8 joule. Now, it's a very simple numerical. You can easily do if you know all the concept and formula on a single page. Now, see the next question, number 10. See our question number 10. Here. An object of mass, read the question, question number 10 of same page number 158. What are the things given? Read the question carefully. An object of mass, here, that is 40 kg. An object of mass 40 kg. Suppose this is the object of mass 40 kg. It is raised to a height of 5 meter. It is raised to a height of 5 meter. Mass of the object, height to which the object is raised above the ground, that is 5 meter. Here. These things are given here. Now, what is its potential energy? What is its potential energy? If the object is allowed to fall, find its kinetic energy when it is halfway down. पहले यहां से उठा करके 5 मीटर हाइट तक ले गए, then you fall down and find out the kinetic energy halfway. When it is halfway, fall down. Two things are there. We know the formula of potential energy, mgh. We know the formula of kinetic energy, 1/2 mv square. Okay? Now, what we have to do? When the object is halfway down, say at that time, height is 2.5 meter. That is given in question. If v is the velocity of the object when it is halfway down here, say, suppose here when it is halfway down, say 2.5 meter, then v is the velocity of the object when it is halfway down, v. So according to our third equation of motion, that is v square minus u square is equal to 2g h dash. Height here is h dash. Acceleration due to gravity here is g. Here. Initial velocity when it is falling down is 0. So we can say here, I have to find out v square minus 0. 2 into acceleration due to gravity, that I can write 10 meter per second square, and height is 2.5 meter. So here is 10 and 2.5 here. So we are having here 50 meter per second. This is the velocity here. This is the velocity here. Now, kinetic energy when the object is halfway down, kinetic energy, that is kinetic energy formula here it is, when halfway down, that is ek dash 1/2 mv square. We are doing second part first. 1/2 into 40 into 50 का square here. This is 20. So 20 into 2500. Multiplied it. 1/2 mv square किया अपन ने. That is m and v square. What we are getting here, see that. Here 1/2 m, yes, do it, solve it. Now, you see here the value of v square that is 50 only, not 50 square. So here it is 50. So 5 times 50, so that is equal to 1000. That is in joule. This is the kinetic energy here. 1000 of joule. Because earlier we had mistake. It is not square because we are here only v square equal to 50. Now, the second thing here it is, that is potential energy. Potential energy of the object, that is mgh here. M we are having here, it is M is 40, G is 10 and height is 5. Multiplied it, 2000 joule. This is the answer here. So this is the potential energy and here it is the kinetic energy. Halfway down. Okay? Now, see one more question here. That is our question number 11. Okay, is that clear? Yes. See the question number 11 here. What is that? Question number 11 of same page number. What is the work done by the force of gravity on a satellite moving around the earth? Suppose here is our earth and a satellite is moving around the earth. Here this is the satellite, suppose. Directional velocity here, it is a tangent. A straight line on any point is called tangent. Here towards the center, this is radius and force acting over here. The force which is acting towards the center of the earth is centripetal force. So think of it. When a satellite is moving around the earth, then it is asking in question, what is the work done? Justify your answer. What is the work done here? We have to justify it. Dear children, I can say when a satellite moves around the earth, its displacement in a short interval of time is along the tangent. Here it is along the tangent to the circular path of the satellite. To the circular path of the satellite. The gravitational force. The gravitational force F acting on the particle due to the earth is along the radius. The gravitational force F, that is acting on the satellite, acting on the satellite here due to the earth is along the radius. Acting on the satellite due to the earth, due to the earth, due to the earth is along the radius, is along the radius. Here we can see, since a tangent is always perpendicular to the radius, tangent is always perpendicular to the radius everywhere. If suppose satellite is here, here is the tangent, here is the radius, here is the tangent, and here is the radius. The tangent is always perpendicular to the radius, so displacement and force are perpendicular to each other. So I can say displacement, so I can say the displacement here, you can see the displacement and the force are perpendicular to each other. Displacement and force are perpendicular to each other. Perpendicular each other. When here you can say this is perpendicular to each other, here you can say 90 degrees. So there is no displacement of the satellite in the direction of force. So there is no displacement of the satellite in the direction of force. Okay? So no displacement in the direction of force. When there is no displacement in the direction of force, I mean to say that S is equal to 0. I mean to say the displacement is 0. Here. So work done by the force of gravity. So work done by the force of gravity, by the force of gravity, here, on the satellite is 0. On the satellite is 0. Because W is equal to force into displacement, displacement is 0. So here it is a very important concept is there. So it should be clear. Okay? Today it's enough. We'll do some more question in our next module. Bye.